Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today in this video I am going to be reviewing and testing out the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill Fall Collection palette, and this is the palette Armed and Gorgeous, and I picked up this one when it launched, like on the day it launched, but since like shipping to India takes a little bit of a longer period, so I just received it yesterday. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to be playing with the colors and testing this out onto my eyes. So anyways, if you are new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button down below, and definitely don't forget to click on the notification bell as well, since you'll get notified of all my future videos as soon as I upload them. Anyways, let's get started. Before starting off this video, I just want to say that I have my brows on, and that's why you are thinking maybe something's weird with my face, just because I have like bold brows and no makeup on. So yeah, that's what's weird. Anyways, I will be testing out this palette right here, and let me just show you the colors. Oh my god, isn't this like the most beautiful palette ever? Like, oh my god, this is so beautiful. Like, as soon as I saw Morphe, like Jaclyn Hill came up with the video, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get that, because the color speaks to me. Like, this color story is what I want like my dream palette to be. So let me just clarify all the things that happened with this palette. I'm not going to go into the drama, just because this is a beauty channel. I have a beauty channel, not a drama channel, so I don't want to address any drama here. But I will be talking about what went wrong with this palette when they launched it. So as we know in this beauty industry, before sending out, like before launching a makeup product, companies like to send all of their palettes, all of their makeup products to beauty influencers. So when Jaclyn Hill and Morphe decided to send like the palette and the Vault collection to all the beauty like influencers, like the top beauty influencers, so what happened is they noticed many inconsistencies in the palette. Some were telling that this palette was really amazing, the Vault total was very amazing, and some people were saying that it wasn't up to their expectations, it was patchy, it wasn't like performing good. So what Morphe and Jaclyn Hill decided was that they will shift the launching date, and they will relaunch the palette with new formulas, like the palettes will be pressed something differently or something like that. So that's what Morphe did, and I was so ready to buy the palette the day it was going to launch. I was so ready, and then they pulled out the date, like the launching date. So it was very good on Morphe's part to do that, because not many companies, will be able to do that, of course. But Morphe did that, and Morphe pulled out the launching date, and they shifted the launching date like after a month or so, and they came out with new palettes. So now what happened is many people are getting the new palettes, and still there are inconsistencies. And Jaclyn Hill herself told that there may be some inconsistencies in many palettes. So I don't know if mine is good or not. Like, these palettes are very controversial. I know, like, you don't know what you're getting when you buy this palette. I'm not expecting these shadows. These shadows look amazing, but I'm not expecting this to be like the old Jaclyn and Morphe, like that palette. So I don't know what's gonna happen. So that was the thing that happened surrounding this Vault collection. So anyways, let me just say break down the vaults. They have 4 palettes in the whole vault, and the whole vault is around the price of $50. And I got the Armed and Gorgeous one. They have like different categories of like shades in that, like purples, very warm tones, and like a really cool dark toned palette also. So yeah, that's all they have. They have 4 different palettes in the whole vault, and I just picked up one. Thank god I picked up one actually. So coming to its packaging, you get like an outer packaging. If you buy one palette itself, you will get like an outer packaging like this, which will say the name of the palette, like Armed and Gorgeous here. And then at the back of the cover package, you can see Jaclyn Hill here, and it says, "I'm so excited to finally show you guys the shade I have stashed away in the vaults. I hope you love this collection." So that's what the packaging says. And this is the eyeshadow palette. Like, I hope you can see, it's very reflective though. It's almost like the previous palettes, but it's more nice. It has a mirror. It comes with a mirror. The shades are so perfect for fall. Like, this just screams fall to me, honestly. And I am so excited to just dive into this palette and test this out. Also, the individual palettes retail for $15, which around in India it takes almost like 1,500-ish. Sometimes it depends on the sellers you're buying. I will list the seller name from where I got my Morphe palette. I always buy from her. She's an Instagram seller. She sells authentic international makeup, so definitely check her out. I will leave her link down below in the description box. So yeah, that aside, I think I covered up everything. I covered up the price, the controversy, the palette names. Is there anything left? I hope there is nothing left. I think I covered up everything. If you have any question or any queries regarding anything, you can leave them in the comment box or in the in the comment box down below. Anyways, let's get started. I'm going to prime my eyes and I'm going to come back and I'm going to try this palette out. Okay, so I finished priming my eyes. As usual, I primed it with the Maybelline concealer. So anyways, before jumping onto the video, I just want to say that I have tested out Morphe palettes. It's not the first time I'm testing out a Morphe palette. I have the 3502 palette. I have the original Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette, so I know how Morphe eyeshadows work. So if it doesn't perform the same in any way, I am definitely going to be very transparent with that. I am not going to sit here and say that, oh my god, this shade is really good or anything like that. I'm going to be very transparent. So if this palette, if you have like purchased this palette and you love it, I'm sorry if I end up not liking this. I don't know yet. I mean, I still haven't I still haven't tested this out. And also, if I love this palette, which I don't know if I'm going to or not, but if I love this palette and if you have tested this out and you don't like it, I am really talking good about Morphe just because, you know, it's Morphe and people talk good about them all the time. It's not because of that. I will genuinely give my opinions on this palette, whatever it is. If it's bad, if it's good, we'll see how it goes. So anyways, I will zoom you guys in now so that you can see what I do. Starting off, I really want to use excess all over my this crease area. So I'm going to take a Sigma diffuse crease brush E38, and I am going to go in I don't know, I'm like super anxious. So I'm going to pack this on my lids. Yeah, it's very pigmented. On the first thing I noticed here is that it's really pigmented. So I want to do like a cut crease halo eye, like a spotlight eye. So I don't know, let's see what happens. But first I'm just putting this color right here. On first initial application, it does seem to be very pigmented. I don't know how it's gonna blend. I'm blending this out with my Vega crease brush. It seems to blend out quite nicely. I mean, it's blending out quite nicely, honestly. I am not having any issues with this shade right here. Now I'm going in again with second layer, since I want this yellow to be really vibrant. And this is not like in your face yellow, like this is like almost like a mustard yellow. It has a little bit of mustard tone to it. So it's not like too vibrant yellow. It's almost like a fallish yellow type. Fall yellow. Okay, so after that is done, it definitely looks blended, right? Yeah, it does look blended. So after that is done, I'm going to go in with this shade right here. This is the shade Top Secret. And this is something that I'm scared to do because I saw many videos that this was the patchiest one. Like, this shadow is so patchy. Like, I can imagine this being patchy just because the shade is very mossy green, almost like an army green. And I know this type of shadows tend to be a little patchy, so I don't know, let's see how it goes. Yeah, I mean, okay, I am not blending this out, I'm just packing this color right now. As for now, I'm just going to pack this one, not going to blend or anything like that. Yeah, it's a bit patchy, it's a little bit patchy. I'm getting that patchy vibes from this shade. Like, I am packing this color right here in this area, you can see this, yeah, this area, and it's kind of skipping, and yeah, it's trying to skip that part. I don't know if you can see it on camera here, but it's, yeah, it's surely it's kind of skipping that area. Okay, so even like, I just don't understand why this area is kind of skipping. Like, I tried to pack, I'm like packing my shadow here, and it doesn't want to stick to my lids for some reason. But it's not too patchy also, but it's not like how I wanted this shadow to work. I wanted the shadow to be really pigmented, honestly, and it's not looking that pigmented. It's not that pigmented. Yeah, see, I'm trying to blend the shadow here, like this part, and kind of is not blending really nicely. But I don't know if it's showing up on camera or not, but in person, it's not blending that well. Can you see this area right here? Yeah, this part, it's looking really patchy. It's, I won't say it's not blending in with the yellow. I mean, it did blend okay-ish, but it's not really looking like how I want it to look. Like this part, it's skipping this part, and I'm trying to build this up. Honestly, I am just going in with the shadow and building this up, but for some reason it's not, like, it's not sticking to my eyelids. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not sticking to my eyelids. That's what's driving me crazy. Like, I don't understand why it's not sticking to my eyelids. And when you try to blend this out, it takes off all the shadow from here. This is as good as it's gonna get. I am not going to spend too much time on this one. So now I'm going to do the halo eye thing. I don't know if I can do it nicely. Like, I'm not in a mood to do it anymore, just because I wanted the shade to work so badly. This was the only reason I got this palette, just because of the shade Top Secret, honestly. So this is what I am left with. So now I'm going to go in with this coin, this one. I'm just going to swatch this. It swatches really nicely though. It swatches really nicely. Yeah, the swatch is pretty good, like really good. Going to go in as usual with my Wet n Wild small concealer brush. Yeah. It's okay, but it's not like my other Morphe shadows. Like, I can directly tell it's not like my other Morphe shadows. I'm just going to go in with finger now. Yeah, with finger it's really good. Yeah, I'm happy with fingers. The pigment you get with fingers, it's pretty good. This is how it's looking. I'm going to blend the edges, of course, using this pencil brush. So I don't like how my eyes are looking at all. I did not expect this to happen. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to use the shade Prowl, this shade right here, and I will try to deepen up my outer and inner corners. Let's see how this performs. Yeah, can you see it's kind of not blending well and it's kind of skipping. Like whatever I'm putting in this area especially, it's like my skin is showing through and I don't know why that's happening. Okay, so I just don't want any more time to waste on this eye, so I'm going to put on some lashes and I'm going to come back doing this eye with all of my makeup on. You guys, so this is how my look is looking. I am not satisfied with how the shadows perform, like not these shadows, the shadow. So I have gathered my thoughts around this palette, and the thing is, this palette is not totally a bad palette, not totally a crappy palette, until you use this shade. This shade is the most, I'm telling you, the most crappiest shadow I have used till date, and that I'm not taking back for any reason. Like this eye, I wanted this eye also to be really good. Like I was thinking maybe it's my fault, maybe I'm not doing this properly, maybe something is there, like why can't I do my eyeshadow properly. I was thinking that the whole time I was doing this eye, but believe me, it takes so much of time. Like I am blending this out, I'm packing my shadow, blending this out, packing my shadow, blending this out. Like seriously, I tried to make this as good as possible, but I couldn't, so I'm wearing lashes, and for that I'm wearing these lashes, and that's why it kind of looks okay-ish. But this shade is really bad. So if you want to get this palette just for this shade, do not buy this palette for this shade. I don't know if any brand has this shade. Like I really want to test out this army green type of shade from any brand, not from Morphe, but from any brand, any other brand. But honestly, also the problem I had with this shade is not only it was patchy, but the yellow, the excess I put over the lid, like the crease shade I was putting, the excess, it wasn't blending in with this one. Like whenever you're trying to put top secret on top of it, on top of anything, like no color blends out on top of it, nothing stays on that shadow. Like I don't know if there is like kind of any voodoo magic in here, but seriously it pissed me off so bad. Like I love the shade, excess is really good, it's like you can see it's like coming through here, but oh my god, this shade ruined all of my look. Honestly, I thought I was going to get really good, nice shadow, I was going to click on pictures, but now I just look really bad. My eyeshadow looks really bad. And the thing that saved my makeup or my eyeshadow was the shade Coin. I love this shade, although it wasn't like the other Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette thing, it wasn't like that, but I love this shade so much. In case you're using your hand, like you have to use your hand with this, you cannot use a brush, but with your hands, this is an amazing shade. Like I am happy just to get this palette for this shade and excess also. And I don't know how other shades are going to perform. I'm definitely going to test this out, maybe off camera, on camera. I'll see what I do, like I'll see what goes on with this palette. Camera, it looks okay, I know it looks okay as I'm saying, but in person it doesn't look nice. I'm pissed. I'm really pissed with this shade. But other than that, I love the excess shade. As I said, I love the excess shade and I love the coin shade. I think they are really good. And let me see what other shades, how the other shades perform. Let me see them. But if you are really looking forward to using Top Secret from the Armed and Gorgeous palette, I would say do not buy this palette. Skip on this palette. Buy something else. I mean, I'm definitely going to look into some army green shadows from now on. But yeah, that was everything for today's video. I am going to click some thumbnail pictures. I wanted to click pictures for Instagram, but that's not gonna happen. I am going to click some thumbnail pictures, and yeah, I will see you all in my next video. Bye. Also, this video was negative. I know. I just wanted to say that it wasn't my intention to drag Morphe down or Jaclyn Hill down. I know she worked really hard on this palette, but I just didn't like the Top Secret shade. That's just my opinion. And yeah, if you really love Jaclyn Hill or if you love Morphe, I'm sorry to say this, but I don't think this is as good as their old palettes. I don't know what went down. I'm not into all of this this manufacturing and production eyeshadow thing. I don't know anything of that. But as a consumer, I'm not totally satisfied, of course. But yeah, that was everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please definitely hit on the subscribe button if you haven't. Anyways, I will see you all in my next video. Bye.